All right, so who exactly is the fastest flying mount in Palworld? There's been some debate between Eidrilon Ignis, or Jetragon, and so I went ahead and tested it visually with a going from point A to point B. If we take a look at Eidrilon or Eidrilon Ignis, they're essentially the same PAL. Uh, when fully condensed, they get a movement speed increase by 6% for each other dragon or dark pal in the party. So that'll be up to a 24% increase. Now, Eidrilon's base movement speed is 2,750. If we add in that 24% increase, it goes up to 3,410. Jet Dragon, however you want to say it, straight out of the box, no condensing, no bonuses. Base movement speed is 3,300. So going to be a little bit slower than an Eidrilon with a full party of Dragon or Dark Pals. But once we start adding in passives, it gets a little tighter. On each of these, I've given them full move speed passives. I don't really think Eternal Engine is needed. Stamina was changed. It drains a lot since early access. It drains a lot slower. But I've given them the same passives, so they're going to get an extra 120% movement speed. And we're going to take a look at a couple of videos to see who exactly is the fastest. I'm also going to put a timer up here. We're going to look at I can scroll through the timer on the video, but we'll also do a clock timer. So here the goal is to fly from kind of this point straight to the fast travel point over there. So this beginning one takes a little bit longer for me to start flying. I give myself some padded space. And we're going to take a look here. I'm going to pause it roughly as soon as I get to the fast travel point. And then we'll go ahead and pause the video. So roughly 9 seconds. If I kind of just scrub through the video, it looks like I took off roughly at 3 seconds. And then Eidrilon gets there around 9 seconds. All right, let's take a look at Jetragon. Nope, same video. There we go. All right. Jetragon, I took off a little faster. I didn't give myself any pad time. All right, about 8.45 here. Let's do a little scrubbing. It took off mostly at the 1 second mark, maybe a little bit later. And he gets to the fast travel point around 10 seconds. So again, pretty close to 9. We had like 9.2, 8.45. So it looks like they're pretty damn close. Eidrilon's going to have a little bit of an edge on the stamina, but they're pretty close on stamina too. So the thing is, if we look at it math-wise, it kind of looks like Jetragon should be faster, which they're pretty damn close. But if we take a look at the math, so again, we're looking at Jetragon at 3,300 base, and we just go ahead. If you've got an extra 120% from move speeds, 3,300 times 2.2 is 7,260. I'll pull the math up over here. So we've got 7,260. We take a look at Eidrilon. The full party of Dragon Pals is 24%. So if we just take a look at the party, it's 3,410. Now, if we multiply the movement speed passives and the party boost together with the base speed, we get 7,502. Pretty close to 7,260, but also pulls ahead a little bit. Whereas if we just add the 24 bonus and the 120, we get 6,710, which is a lot less than 7,260. And then just for some comparison, Xenolord's base is 2,700. Fully condensed, he gets an extra 20%. That'll be 3,240. He can't get Legend, so it's only an extra 110. And then we look at them if we multiply everything versus if we add them together. No matter what, Xenolord's going to be slower than Eidrilon just by virtue of it gets a smaller boost from being fully condensed compared to 24, and it loses another 10% just from passives. But Xenolod has significantly more stamina. So, moral of the story, which one's faster? Probably Jet, even though the math is a little weird. We did a visual. It might not be the most scientific. I think I got it pretty good, the same distance. But I'd put the edge to Jet Regon. One, you don't need a special party to activate all of the special effects, and you don't even need to fully condense them. The downside, you can't use your own weapon while you're on Jet, whereas Eidrilon, you could use your own weapon. Same with Xenolord. Stamina-wise, Jet and Eidrilon are very close, and I don't think you need any additional stamina passives, or even consider the extra stamina from Xenolord, because pretty you can get from one fast travel point to another with the stamina Eidrilon and Jet Dragon already have. Unless you're trying to do some, you know, map wide race, some distance flying instead of speed flying, then yeah, go for Xenolord, or hell, maybe even Panthala since he has infinite stamina. But this whole who's the fastest, I'm going to say Jet Dragon. Math wise, it's probably still Jet. But you saw from the video, I think it's pretty clear. They're very close. Use whichever pal you think is the coolest, or if you want to be able to shoot your own weapon, go with Eidrilon or Eidrilon Ignis.